So I'm just going to use a little bit. Oh, I'll do a voiceover. Hi channel, welcome back to my channel. It is Curly Gardener here. And as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, we are going to be doing a classic, you know, sultry, or more on the sultry side, Valentine's Day look. So yeah, that's all I really got. I think I want to do my eyes first. Yeah, I think I want to do my eyes first because of the liner. I'm starting with my brows, and I'm going in with the Refy Brow Sculpt, and this is great stuff. It does dry down clear, so you just want to work it into your brow. And then I use the comb side of their contraption here and comb it up and to the side, and then I'm going to I flattened it down first, and then I combed it, or I don't know how to describe it, just look what I'm doing. Then for brow pencils, I'm gonna use 2 today and be extra. I'm going in with Refy first. That's a darker brown. I'm gonna fill in the tail end of my brows, and then I'm gonna switch to the Sephora brow pencil, and that's like a medium brown, and to fill in the front to the middle, just to give it a nice ombre looking shaded brow, if you can even tell the difference. To prime my eyes, which I don't always do, but today I'm using the Juvia Place I Prep I Prime, and then I'm gonna outline underneath my brows as well using, what's that? That's the It Cosmetics concealer, the one I usually use to color correct. So I'm just outlining the bottom of my brows first, and then I'm gonna blend out the eye primer with that same flat brush, and then pick up the excess product with the end of a velvet powder puff. We're all prepped, so I'm taking the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette, and definitely should have written down the names of the browns in there because they're all browns, but I'm just taking one of the neutral browns sorry, that is basically my skin tone, right? And I'm just putting that in the crease, and I tapped that. I didn't really swipe, but now I'm taking the black in the palette, and it's the pomade side. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to go in with the Danessa Myricks liquid eyeliner pencil, and then create my wing. I don't know why every time I create a wing, it's always like this long dramatic thing. I never create like a small wing. It always has to go out that far, which I didn't even want it to go out that far, but anywho, we'll live, right? So I'm going to use that to draw my wing instead of the powder, but I'm going to use the powder again. So I'm going to draw my wing and then fill it in on both sides, but for some reason when I was trying to fill it in, it was like picking up some of the product, but I don't know what that's about. But take your time drawing your wing. Do not go all the way out how I did. Please, please, please. Especially if you've never drawn a wing before. I was just being dramatic. The flick just takes me out. The flick of the wrist, I was a little bit too into that.
Something we're saving, it's all for the taking. I always say
Okay, and now I'm taking the black from the Danessa Myricks palette and I'm going on top of that color right to pack it on top of the wing. And I'm doing that, one, to be able to blend it out, to smudge it out, but also to make the wing a little bit teensy, a bit darker. And so once I get it to my liking, I'm going to take a flat, fluffy brush with no product on it in order to blend out the black that I just placed. I'm doing windshield wiper motions, little scratches at the edges of the wing. And to also help me blend out the black, I'm going to go in with a darker brown shade than the first brown and blend at those edges as well. Just taking that first transition shade and sweeping everything over before, you know, getting it to my liking. And now I'm applying my one size primer. This is the Secure the Blur primer, and then I'm going to go ahead into color correcting with the same It Cosmetics concealer, and I'm concealing my outer brows. And at this point I'm going to also fix up the wing to my liking, so that I'm going to use that same concealer to help do that. Since it is darker, it's going to cancel out some unwanted color and help me get the lines crispy.
Oh, no, no. Baby, just go with it. 'Cause when you're with me, I can't explain it. It's just different. We can take it slow. Oh, I like how my girl, let's get the basics. Whoa, no. He's a replacer.
I hope I didn't need to say that I was going to blend that out, but I did. And the first foundation, using two today. First one is by Giorgio Armani. It's light for me right now, since I'm still, especially my forehead is still tan, from St. Kitts. And then the other one is the DIOR Backstage Face and Body Foundation. That one's just like really orange, and it is a shade darker, but it's orange, as you can see. So if at the end of the video, if things look a bit off, it's the foundation. But anywho, blend that out. All right. And for contour, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick, applying that in my usual areas and gonna blend that out.
Whoa, whoa, he's a replaceable. You're worth the chase, your body now. It's alright, I'm not dangerous. When you're mine, I'll be generous. You're irreplaceable, collectible, just like fine China.
If you ever feel like things look too harsh, take your sponge on the butt side and go around and blend things out. That'll pick up extra product as well as blend things together. But for blush, I'm also using Fenty Beauty's Cheeks Out Cream Blush in Rose Latte. This is such a cute shade. It's very subtle, you know, not out there. And that's what I was going for. I wanted the lips to be the main focus. But concealer is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk concealer. She is a very bright one. I'm also trying a thing of putting it around my lips. I think I do like this little technique here. I'm going to keep working on it. But I'm going to fan that down since I don't feel like sitting and waiting. And then once I feel like it's dried down enough, this is a hydrating concealer, so you can, it's not going to be dry. You're going to always be able to blend it out. But if not, just spray it with some setting spray and you'll be good to go. But blending. I'm just taking the Urban Decay Prep Setting Spray and spraying that. And then I'm going to go ahead and reblend my under eyes with a sponge. Again, like I said, to pick up excess product and to just make sure everything is blended together before I set it finally with the, what did I use? The Givenchy powder. Did I use that one? What did I use for powder? Oh, no, I didn't. I used the Easy Bake powder by Huda and Kunafa. And this is the loose version. I think with her, because I'm also going to use her pressed powder, both in the shades Kunafa, but I think with her pressed powder, it seems that it works better for me if I put it on top of the setting powder instead of underneath. So I did the loose setting powder first, and then I went in with the pressed. I know we're looking a bit scary here. And then I'm doing the little reverse contour thing. And under my eyes for my waterline, I'm applying the Milk eyeliner, gel eyeliner in the shade Outer Space. This is actually really good. I like this one and the Rare Beauty one. I've used that one before on my channel, but I like both. And then I'm going to smudge / blend it out with the black from the Danessa Myricks palette. I low-key wish that I would have used the darker brown instead, but again, I will, it'll be okay.
She just turned 25. She wanna roll with young niggas like roll with the clear, hard with the clear. She said, swag saucy, swag saucy.
While I'm finishing up the eyes, I think I like the Huda powder in Kunafa, but I think sometimes depending on this foundation and the concealer color and the undertones and all that stuff, and the powder itself is very yellow, so I think I want to try a different color, but I'm gonna have to get that. I just wanted to, you know, it's looking a bit jarring, but it'll be okay in the end. But for powder bronzer, I only have two, and I am using the Makeup Revolution powder bronzer. And then for blush, right on top of the cream, I'm using the House Labs in Fire Moon. It's literally the same shade as the Fenty Beauty one. They go perfectly together. And then for the all over face powder, which is how I, you know, pull all the tones and everything. If anything is too much, that's how you bring it down. I am using the Kosas Cloud Set. This one I think is a little bit darker than my Sephora one, but that's fine. I think I like it. Still testing it out, but I think I like it. And so I set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, fan that down, and for highlighter, I wanted something subtle, nothing too much. We're trying to give grown lady here, so I'm using the DIOR Backstage Glow Face Palette, and I used the bronze color and the light strobe gold color, something like that. The top left and the bottom right, those are the ones I used, but it gives a nice little sheen glimmer to the face. And now we're on to the lips. I don't usually line my lips when I wear red lipstick, but today I was trying a thing, so I'm using Club Hopper from NYX. It's just like reddish brown, and it's not too dark. But for the final set, I used the Kimchi Stage Proof Mattifying Setting Spray, and of course gonna fan that down. The face is looking really nice. But for mascara, I used the Man Eater mascara by Tarte. It has very like tiny bristles on the brush. So if you have like short eyelashes or like tangled eyelashes, that would be good. These are also good for the bottom lashes. I feel like it gets in there. And of course, I'm going to apply my lashes right after using Plunge from Kiss. Okay, and to finish off the look, I'm just going to add my red lip. I just took out all of my red lip options here. This is the like Fenty lip stunner. This is like the first lip stunner paint. This is like the first lipstick she dropped. This one's nice. It smudges a little bit though. Like if you're eating or like, you know, on a night out. So if you have this or want to use this, I would put some translucent powder on top of it. But she is a good red. Next is the NYX Shine Loud on a Mission. Is that the shade? Yeah. This is also a good red, but if you want it shiny, there's a clear topper on the other side. Cute. Next is the Sephora Lip Stain. These do not miss, all right? This is in shade 01, but 96, 95, 97, and I think 03 are all red, but I like 01 and 96, I want to say. They're more on the blue side and not like the bright red, but I have 01 right here, so this is another option, matte. And then next is my go-to, the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Seraphine. I've had, well, this one for the past maybe like since 2022. Yeah, for the past 3 years. But I've had used this lipstick since 2018. Is my chair lipstick. But she's a good one. But the one I'm going to use today is the Fenty Beauty Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the MVP. It's her classic red shade. I've just never tried this formula before, so I wanted to try it. This one is matte though. It's so soft. But this is the final look. I was a little nervous. The liner gets me every time, and I haven't done liner in years. So, but one, I think I did it well, and I was able to, so I did it first so that I can go in with the concealer and sharpen up that line. And when I was doing the shadow underneath, I do like the black, but you can also go in with brown and it won't be as dark, so you'll put the black in your waterline, but to shade it out you're going to use a brown eyeshadow instead. That's also an option for you. And tweak the style, tweak the liner to your liking, so you can just draw a line on top of your line. You don't have to do a wing if you don't want to, or do a shorter wing, whatever floats your boat, you know what I mean? I'm liking the look. Very classic, very Valentine's. This is the grown woman's go-to. You know, this is auntie's go-to. This is their look here. So, oh, and with this style, I feel like any slick back hairstyle is gonna do. Like, I want the focus to be on the face, so mine is just pulled back into this thing here. But like, you can do a middle pull back, you can do a low, a high. I just think anything slicked back is gonna really make the look. Period. This is the end of the video. Thank you for coming back and watching yet another one. If you have not watched the last Valentine's Day look, go ahead and check that out. Link up in the cards. I have another one coming. I'm gonna try, I think I want this one to be glitter, and then I'm going to do like a crazy look or just a more like artsy look. But please subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. Follow me on my socials at ChrisXEverything on Instagram, and also Curly Gardner on Instagram and TikTok. All right, but that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.